Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and into another cash envelope stuffing video. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. We'd love to have you. If budgeting and cash stuffing is your thing, then please stick around and watch this video. Hey guys, so it is the first of the month. It is October, and I got some questions on how I set up my monthly budget. So I'm gonna kind of give you an overview of what I do personally. For this video, you have to keep in mind that I do pay my bills a month in advance. So for example, all the money that I set aside for bills last month in September paid for all of my bills as of today. On the first Friday of every single month, I pay all the bills that I have for the month, therefore setting me up for the entire month. I like to do that because I am a very busy person and I like to be able to get in there, pay all of my bills at one time and not have to mess around with waiting around and saying, oh, I have this bill due on this day, this bill due on that day. I go in and I pay all of my bills at the first of the month. So all the bill money that you see me saving up for in October is actually gonna go to pay November's bills. If you're interested in starting this kind of process and say you don't have the funds right away to be able to set your household up to be a month ahead in your bills, then I suggest starting a sinking fund and start putting all your extra money into that sinking fund until you get enough money that in that fund that you're going to be able to pay all of your bills at once. Now in months like October, I get real excited because we get an extra paycheck. My husband gets paid every week and I get paid twice a month. This month, normally in October, I also get an extra paycheck, but the way my pay periods have fallen this time, I'm still only getting 2 paychecks, but my husband will get 5 paychecks. So we will, I'll explain to you here. So we don't have a ton of bills. We don't have any debt except for our house mortgage. And we just bought a house. So eventually I will start setting aside extra money every week for a snowball, but that snowball is just gonna get put right back into our house so we can pay our house off early. Right now we have things in the home that we have to redo, such as some floors, the kitchen, stuff like that we're in the process of redoing. So right now the house projects are taking up all of the extra money that we have. So until our house projects are done, I'm not going to be throwing any extra money into my house payment, but eventually I will do that, and as you guys will see in the future, I will do that. This is a recollection planner. I'm also in the process of designing my own planner because none of the budget planners really work for the way that I budget. So I'm working on setting up a specific planner to meet my needs, and I will have that available in the Etsy store whenever we get that far. I'm hoping to have it done by December. Because they will all have to be handmade if you so want to purchase one. They will be made to order, customizable to whatever your needs are. And it just takes a while to process. Look at this. I got my nails done last week, guys. It has been 5 days since I gotten my nails done. This is just like gel. I don't like have acrylics on there. But this pinky here, the whole nail broke, and then we're chipping on this side and I got chips on this side. So I'll be going today to get that taken care of because this kind of stuff drives me crazy. I can't go another week. Normally I go every 2 weeks to get my nails done, but I can't deal with that. So disregard the pinky nail. But anyway, so what I was saying is we don't have a ton of debt. We do have a couple credit cards, but they have no balance on them, and I'm gonna explain to you as we move down this list kind of the way our bill setup is. We are a pretty much debt-free kind of family, except for obviously we have a car or a house payment, and in November we may end up buying a car. So if we do, then I'll have a car payment and a house payment, which I don't want to do, but I know it's time that we need to get a new vehicle. So we're shopping around. We're in the process of shopping around and getting things in order so that we can do this car payment situation. Okay, so my mortgage is $930, and my electric bill, we are in a new, we moved outside of town, so it's a different electric company. Last month I budgeted for $120 because that was the estimate that the electric company themselves gave me, but I got my bill and it was $142 for this month. So I went ahead and just budgeted for $150 because we do have a hot box, which means that when it's time to turn our heat on, we have wood heat on the outside of our house that comes into our house, like through the floors and stuff. So we won't be having as much, we won't be running the AC, and we will have that hot box running our like water heater. I'm not sure exactly how all that works, but anyway, our electric bill should not be this much next month, but I'm gonna go ahead and budget for the $150 because last month's budget, or the bill that I got for October, which I've already paid now, was $142. Okay, so our internet, I'm having a hard time getting high-speed internet out here, so right now all I have is cable, and that's $88. So for those of you guys who order on my Etsy store, just know that you can still order on there, and I'm having to go old school as far as mailing out your packages and then entering in the tracking labels. Whereas before, I just clicked a button, bought the shipping label, and slapped it on the package. Now I'm having to go and do it old school, which is fine until I can figure out my internet situation. That's what I'll be doing. And by the way, if you've ordered from me in the last week, I just reopened my store. If you've ordered from me in the last week, just know that all of the orders went out today. If you order, the way that I run my Etsy store is because I work from home on Fridays, or I don't work my real job on a Friday. I'm always off on Fridays, so what I do is any orders that come through during the week, I always get them ready and ship them out on that next Friday. So as long as you get your order in, say, by 8 o'clock in the morning on a Friday, it'll go out the same day. Or if you order on a Tuesday, it's still going out on Friday. If you order on a Monday, it's still going out on Friday. I do all of my Etsy store stuff on Friday. My phone went down a little bit actually, so it's budgeted now for $170, which is kind of good because it made up for the lack of funds that I had available for this, because I did only budget $120. So this is right at the same. It was $200 last month, it's down to $170 this month, so that made up for that loss there. My car insurance is $86 a month, but I am working towards, in my sinking funds, getting a 6-month in advance payment on that. And the only other thing that we bill currently is Ipsy gets $38, BoxyCharm gets $60, and because these are subscriptions and they come out monthly, I always put this into my bill. And then the green light is the boys' cards. So they're like savings cards. So they earn $10 a week on their own, and then I add in $60 at the end of the month. And then I do have in here a credit card 1, credit card 2, because we do have 2 credit cards, we just don't have anything currently on there. And the rule in my house is if there's an emergency and we have to use a credit card, we're only gonna use $100. on that credit card, and then we're gonna pay it immediately off the next month. And buffer is just there for a buffer in case anything might hit my checking account that I'm unprepared for. So there's $300 sitting out there. We didn't use any of this $300. Each of these categories here has $100 in my checking account that stays in there all the time. We didn't use any credit cards this past month, and we didn't use our buffer this month, so that is not gonna get added into my monthly budget because it's already in the checking account. So this is basically $300 that rolled over. So that's gonna bring my total bills down to $1,582. And then, so if we divide that by 7, then we get $225 and some change, but I just rounded that up to $226. $226 is the amount of money that I'll be putting into this checking account out of every single paycheck, out of all 7 paychecks. This will be the money that I will be taking out of every paycheck this month, and that money goes towards November's bill. So on November 1st, I will have saved up this $1,500 through our paychecks, and I will pay everything, all of our bills off again on the 1st of November. So that's kind of how I do my rundown of bills. Like I said, we don't have a lot of bills, but by all means you could go in here, and if you have plenty of bills, you can just add them all up, see how much your total monthly bill is divided by the amount of paychecks that you get, and start setting that money aside for your bills for the next month. Or set up a sinking fund. I don't use this page. This is the problem with my planners, is I don't tend to use half of the pages, and there's none that's set up specific to the way that I like to budget. So that's why I decided to create my own planner for myself, and because I'm creating it, I might as well put it in my Etsy store. So be on the lookout for that if you're into budgeting or you want to start a budget come January. I should have all of that done, but I will keep you guys posted. Okay, so this week out of our cash envelopes, the first week in October is usually our tightest week out of the month, and that's because my husband, for this time around in October, he's the only one that gets a paycheck this month, or this week. So his paycheck was whatever his paycheck was. I took out the $226, and that left me $472 left to stuff in cash envelopes. I like to have closer to the $600 mark for cash envelopes, but because we only have one paycheck this month, this is the best that we're gonna get for this week, and we're just gonna have to allocate it the best way that we know how, according to our priorities. So out of this $472, I automatically left $80 in my checking account, because I did already put an online grocery pickup order in, which I will be doing after I go and get my nails done. And I spent about $70, but I budgeted for $80. So that is left in my checking account, okay? And then we are going to count this and straighten out this money, because I had to pull this out of the ATM instead of going into the bank like I normally do, just for time constraints and whatnot. And I'm sure it's all messed up. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60. Let's just make sure it's all the right way. Okay. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92. Okay, so that should be right. So just a little bit of a breakdown here for us. Like I said, groceries, and I'm gonna put a little underneath here. I'm gonna put online, because I did an online grocery pickup, because I just don't have time to go into the grocery store this week. Personal is getting 20, miscellaneous is getting 20, gas will get 60, family fun will get 20, buffer 20, pets 20. Jack is not getting his allowance this week because he got in trouble at school, so he gets nothing in there. Liam and Ethan will both get 10, okay? So first thing we're gonna do is unstuff the video, or unstuff the video. We're gonna unstuff the video. we are going to unstuff the envelopes that I normally unstuff. I do not unstuff groceries. Well, I normally don't have anything in groceries, but I don't unstuff personal. I do unstuff miscellaneous. Miscellaneous has 5, 10, 11, 12 in there. And I ended up getting into some sinking funds this week, and I was quite upset about it. If you guys watched my last week's video, you guys will have seen that I had to purchase a door, and that door cost me over $200. But that's just part of doing a remodel in your home. It is sucking the money out of me. Gas has $20 left over. Sports, I don't unstuff it, but I want to count how much is in here because I'm not going to be putting money into this week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that should be plenty. It's all in $1 bills, and this just goes for concessions at sporting games. I have 3 kids that all play sports. So that's just what that money's for, and because there's $16 in there, I'm not going to be stuffing that at all. School's getting nothing. Family fun is empty. Buffer we unstuff, and this has got 5, 10, 15, 16. Normally I don't get into my buffer unless I've spent all of my miscellaneous money, but whatever it was that I had to purchase, I was gonna have to get into that $5 bill, and you guys know I hang on to all of my $5 bills because that's just the way I roll, okay? Pets I used up for pet food at the end of the month when I did my last week's grocery haul. I don't know if you guys caught that, but I do my grocery hauls online. I do post my grocery hauls that I post on my YouTube channel if you're interested in that. I took Liam, Jack, and Ethan's money to the bank and deposit that and moved the cash that they had in their envelope to their green light card. So their money is out of there and we're starting all over. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm gonna do with this leftover money from the week a little bit later on. And we're gonna go ahead and stuff these envelopes. Let me zoom you guys out here. So I'm gonna set this extra money aside, and I'm going to separate this situation and this situation and this situation. Okay, so groceries, like I said, is getting $80, but it's online, so the cash is not here. Personal is getting 40 as usual, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40. Which is gonna be right back down to $100 because I'm gonna have to go and get my nails done. Which I'm a little bit out of shape about, I'm not gonna lie to you. Miscellaneous will get the normal 20. And gas will get 60. I keep budgeting for 60, although we're not really using 60 currently. But it just is the way that it's falling. I always wanna have it just in case. It just so happens that I fill up my gas tank whenever these videos are shot. Like, I've already filled it up and used the money out of it. And so this money is literally sitting in here for the whole week, and maybe my husband might need gas, so during the week I maybe pull a 20 out of there. So what I'm thinking I might do is just leave this money in here next week and then add the $60 that I was gonna add for gas and put it into our house fund, our project fund, because it's sucking the life out of me. Sports, like I said, is getting nothing. School is getting nothing. Family fun will get 20. Per usual, this is usually pizza money or ice cream money or something like that. Buffer also will get 20. And I am upping my pets game. I had been only putting in $10 a week in here because I thought that that $40 would be sufficient monthly for dog food and whatnot, but I have changed the way that my dogs are eating, which means that I upgraded their dog food to like, you know, grain-free, soy-free, all of red dye-free, all of those things, and their dog food for a 15-pound bag is like 20 bucks. So I want to make sure that I have enough dog food and cat litter, because I got 2 kittens too that we rescued. I rescued 2 dogs, 2 kittens, and my house is chaotic, but we are so happy that we rescued these animals and are able to give them a good home. So anyway, I'm increasing this to $20. I could probably go $15, but I don't like stuffing $5 bills because I like to save all of my $5 bills. So we're just gonna do 20 and see how that goes. Mr. Liam is getting 10. If I can get it in there. Jack is getting nothing because he got in trouble at school. He got ISS. So he is lost his privilege of allowance this week. And Ethan will get 10. And Ethan is my big boy. He's 18. He has his own job. He usually doesn't need this money. But in case he, you know, is short on his paycheck and he needs gas or something, he needs oil for his car or something, I like to go ahead and set this money aside for him on the off chance that he might need something. And then whatever doesn't get used just goes into his savings. So that is it for the cash envelopes. And I'm thinking about making some cash dividers and using my wallet for things like miscellaneous groceries, personal miscellaneous gas, and that's probably it. Everything else I know when I need to pull that money. Like for sports, it's on Fridays and Saturdays. Pets will be like once a month. So I'm thinking about doing some cash dividers and using my wallet for those things so I don't have to be using this as a wallet, because I do really use this as a wallet, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm figuring it out. So next up is our sinking funds, and our sinking funds are kind of not getting a ton of money this week, and that is because we only have 1 paycheck this week, but we will bulk her back up next week when we both have 2 paychecks. So clothing isn't getting anything, and vacation isn't getting anything. Graduation will still get 20 as per usual. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So there's that in there. Car tags will still get 20. We do have my husband's Jeep that does have to be tagged this at the end of this month, so I will continue to make this a little bit more of a priority. I think it's only going to cost about 50 bucks, but he does have to get an inspection first, and then if anything's wrong with it, then we'll have to adjust or pay for whatever's wrong with it. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. So I'm just, whatever money's left over, my car will be up for tags in December if we don't end up getting a new one. So we'll just continue to add money in there. Christmas is not getting anything this week. Car maintenance is not getting anything this week, as we had to do some car maintenance last weekend. So I did pull money out of that envelope. House projects will get 20. And I use I had like over $200 in this envelope last week, and I used every bit of it for a door. Sports isn't getting anything. Sports is another envelope that I emptied. Jack lost his mouth guard for football, so I had to end up buying a new one. So that was, you know, $28 or $30. So that's all I had in here, and so I depleted that. So we'll have to start that over. Medical isn't getting anything right now. Back to school is not getting anything. Gifts isn't getting anything, although I did take money out of here to bless somebody. I think I took $10 out of here to bless somebody who needed something. As far as my gifts fund is for birthdays. It could be as a blessing to somebody, if somebody needs something, if I feel like I need to buy somebody lunch or something like that. That's what this money is for. Car maintenance, our car insurance will get $12. 10, 11, 12. So this is, we are putting enough money into this envelope out of each paycheck to equal our 6-month premium. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. So that's right on track. Pets and medical, I'm putting 40 in here, and it's because before I go and get my nails done, my 2 puppies have to go get shots. So I'm going to be depleting this money, I'm sure. And then I also have a little extra in my checking account if I need it. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. I don't look for it to cost, the last time they got shots it only cost like 70. So I don't look for it to cost any more than that. But if it does, I have a buffer in my checking account. So that is it on the pets, or on the sinking funds. And the savings will get house savings. This is for our emergency house savings. As you guys know, we just bought a house, so a lot of our emergency house savings fund specifically is being used right now as per construction. We're in the middle of a garage conversion, so all that money is getting put towards there. We have to do some upgrades to like the air conditioner and the vents and stuff like that. So it's just a process to buy a house, and then we wanted the land, so, but we didn't want to go like crazy with our house payment. So this has, what is this, home savings, 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, and we are, did I add the 20? Adding the 20 to there. So that will give us 140 to build our emergency savings back up. And then this is just regular savings, and it's also gonna get 20 this week. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 30, 40, 50. So that's gonna have 150 in there. And this is just, you know, regular savings. So there's that. $5 challenge. We have added, this is our leftover money, $5, $10, $15, $20, $25 in $5 saving, or $5 this week. So let's pull this guy out and see how much we got. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, and 10. So we have 110 in here now. And I have no doubt that this money probably will end up going into our house, because our house is the main priority. We added $25 here, and so we currently have 110. I always mark that in there so I can keep track of that. And then Snowball's not getting anything. I do have an envelope for that. 52 weeks and dollar bills are not getting anything. And I did have dollar bills in here, and this is how I funded my sports envelope. I just took the dollar bills out and put it into my sports envelope. But I do have $2 bill, $3 bills here, and I do have, so leftover, this 40 over here goes to my husband. It's his personal money too. I get 40, he gets 40. This is his, so that will get set aside. And this $43 will go into our house project fund, which is in, hello, there you go, which is in this envelope. And I do know that I have run out of paint yet again. So this will now have $63, and that will probably all go towards paint. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Because I have to put another coat in my kitchen. And that's really the last room that needs to be painted other than my pantry room. But that is gonna get completely redone, so I haven't decided how I'm gonna approach that guy yet, but that is what we're doing. So that is gonna do it for this week's budget or cash stuffing envelope video. Like I said, this month of October is our most tightest, the first week in October is our tightest week when it comes to money in our cash stuffing envelopes, because we only have one paycheck. So we will see you guys next time, I guess. This is going to be this and this are both in my Etsy store to purchase if you would like to, as well as plain envelopes here in. You can get the plain envelopes or you can get them customizable with the vinyl. I have 9 different fonts available for you guys. And I have bundles available where you can purchase a binder with 6 envelopes, or this binder with 6 envelopes, or 6 envelopes by themselves with vinyl. I'm working on getting another like holographic binder such as this one, but I do not have those in yet. They are shipped, but I haven't seen them. I'm also working on doing some cash dividers and some plain wallet envelopes as well. So if you guys are interested in any of that, I'm in the process of working it out. I have, you know, this house project I'm doing. I have the Etsy store that I'm doing. I do still have the Happy Planner Skinny cash envelope still available in my store, and it is back up and running. So if you're interested in any of that, there will be a link in the description bar below. I'm gonna go and get these nails done, girl, because I cannot deal with that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new here, stick around, subscribe. We love to have you, and I will see you guys next week for another cash envelope stuffing. Bye, guys.